Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be playing with some fun products. Now this is the Brutus Monroe Die of the Month, and it has two different pieces. These two are completely separate. I think I'm just going to use this top part, and I'm also using the stencil of the month, which is this interlocking circle slimline stencil. I've got a photo of us eating a meal before Creativation, and then of course I have this photo play paper. It's the Snuggle Up. It's all stacked up. It is a baby collection, but these polka dots could be anything. I've pulled two Distress Oxides, one in Speckled Egg and one in Hickory Smoke. Let's see what I can do. Full confession time here, you guys. I did not even touch the Hickory Smoke Distress Oxide. I thought I was going to, but I ended up liking the Speckled Egg so much that the gray just didn't even make it on the layout. So I'm going through the Weatherwood paper pack, and I decided to pull out this green and blue one, and I'm going to die cut the background of my dies out of that one, and then I'm going to take another sheet of scrap paper that I have in my stash, and I'm going to die cut the other part out of there. Now unfortunately you guys are not going to be able to see that process because I've said it before and I will say it again. My die cut machines are in some rough shape, and I kind of have to make it work and it's not pretty. So now I'm taking the Distress Oxide and Speckled Egg and this beautiful slimline stencil, and basically what I'm doing is creating my own pattern paper. Now this is really easy to do when you have a repeating stencil, and that's because you can line it up and just keep on going. You could just keep on doing this pattern forever and ever, or as big as your paper could be. I am not going to make you watch me do all of that, and I do have these spaces here in the center of it that are not inked up, and that is because my photo is going to go right there, so there's really no need to place it down. Now I do take that ink blending tool and I go ahead and just ink the outside edge just to give it a little bit of something. You can barely see it in the video. I don't even think you can really see it in the photos, but in real life there is this little soft speckled egg distressed oxide area around the paper. So I'm going to take that pattern paper that we made and place it in the upper third of my page. And now I'm just going to glue my die cuts together. So I did use kind of a grayish, grayy, I don't even know what color to call this scrap piece of paper that I had, because I was trying to kind of match it up a little bit with the Hickory Smoke, because, you know, I was thinking Hickory Smoke is still going to be getting on this layout, and it doesn't. It just doesn't make it on there. It just sits over there in the corner of my desk, and it just doesn't go, but that's okay. So I've decided that I'm going to use these dies as a decorative edge to my photo, and the photo is just slightly larger than the width of the die, so I do use that to measure it, and then I go ahead and trim that bad boy down. I'm just going to adhere the photo down over top of those areas that I did not stencil, and now I'm going to tuck this little die cut up in there just ever so slightly, so you don't see the thicker border of the die. And there it is. Now I've made a very pretty photo mat, and I'm thinking that there is not a lot going on in this layout, but honestly, you guys, it's got big impact. But I feel like I needed to add just a little, maybe unexpected touch. So I'm going to go ahead and ink up a little bit more of this khaki colored cardstock, and that's going to give me another kind of homemade base. Now I was trying to think if I wanted to put my title over there, and originally that was where the title was going to go, but you know what, it doesn't happen that way. After I tear up this little edge, I go ahead and place my khaki colored cardstock there, and then I'm going to trim it off so that it's straight. So now I have kind of this peekaboo page underneath of the dotted paper. And I think it adds a little bit of excitement to the layout that just wasn't there before. I don't feel like this layout needs a whole heck of a lot because with all the pattern and things, there's a lot going on, even though it's very flat, even though there's not many layers or anything like that, there's definitely a lot going on. There's a lot to move your eye around. So I'm not really, trying to put a whole lot more onto the top of this layout. I do go into my stash to grab these gray foam stickers, and I spell out the word food. And then I go get one of my favorite alphabets ever. And this is actually currently on sale, you guys, on Brutus Monroe. It is, at the time of me recording this voiceover, it is on sale. I'll put the link down below, so hopefully it'll still be on sale when this video goes live. So I am going to kind of match these up so that it spells out such good. And I am going to use the Distress Oxide to go ahead and ink with. Now I know that Distress Oxides are not like the end-all be-all for stamping. They're beautiful technique inks, but I really wanted that color. So I am going to use the speckled egg and just ink the heck out of it. And then I'm going to place it down on the page. Now, the good thing about these stamps is that it does come with the outline. So I could have outlined them if I wanted to with a darker color, but I decided not to do that because I thought it would kind of bring too much to this corner of the page. And even though I want you to see it as the title, that's not where I want your eye to go. I want your eye to definitely go to the photo. Now I'm looking at this and I'm like, man, something's got to go between the pattern paper that I made with that slimline stencil and the pre-printed pattern paper. So I go kind of digging in my stash and I pull out this mirror silver washi tape, and I'm just going to place that down there because it really just gives it a little bit of a divide. There's a little bit of just extra. I don't know how to really put it in words other than it's giving me that extra on my layout that I want, because more is more. But since there's so much already to look at and going on texture-wise and pattern-wise, I just needed something a little bit extra that wasn't a lot. And in this case, it's that mirror washi tape. So we're going to place that little bit back up there, and I'm like, yes, this is great. Now I was going to place a little piece of the washi here as well, and then try to find something to embellish it with. And I had no idea what I was doing. I had this random, things that are sitting on my desk, and nothing was really working. So I am going to rip up that washi tape and actually put my journaling right there because I felt like something had to be on that side to kind of balance out the title. But, nothing that I tried was really working. And I think that that is okay. It's okay to try things and it not work and you put it to the side. That just means you get to touch more of your stuff because, you're trying other things. So the washi comes off and the journaling goes down. And basically the only thing I'm saying is we love the steakhouse that we ate in before Creativation 2020. Now, I don't even remember the name of the steakhouse, but the food was fantastic. And this was right after I had given up soda. So it was very hard not to order a soda. But if you look closely in the photo, that's me in the center. There's no soda in front of me. That is a glass of water. So I was super proud of myself. Now I am going to grab these silver prism sequins that you can pick up from the Brutus Monroe shop. And I'm just going to do this to just give it that last little touch of sparkle, that last little touch of extra. And then I am going to call this layout finished, you guys. And I love it. I love the stenciling. I love the inking. It just makes me happy. And when you're scrapbooking your layouts and your process, that should be fun and you should enjoy it and, just have fun with it. So that's what I did, and I hope that's what you'll do too. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you again real soon for another video.